Hello there, I'm Joshua Cho and welcome to JaneAustenary. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different and we'll be looking at two films with Clueless and Emma, a novel that Jane Austen actually said she was going to take a heroine who no one but herself would like. And one of the main differences between Emma and her other protagonists is that she has no need for financial security. She's already rich, she's already privileged, so you don't have the whole theme of class in play. And because there isn't a sense of urgency at all, it's very much a less plot-focused story. And you see that in the film adaptations as well, though they do add on a little bit more urgency than the novel probably does. They still don't have an urgent narrative, so instead what you're doing is seeing these characters and the world they live in. And they are both very different worlds. Clueless is set in the 90s, while Emma is of course set further in the past. And if I'm going to compare them as films, I do have to say I do like Clueless a lot more. Emma itself was decent, but I wasn't really compelled by it. And I guess that's because it is, first off, a drama, not a comedy, which Clueless is. And secondly, it really wasn't as engaging. While with Clueless, it actually deals with a lot of themes in the 90s that is still very relevant in the 21st century. And I really enjoyed that, and I could enjoy the humor of it as well because it's still rather relevant, while Emma isn't relevant to me. Now the setups are basically the same. You have a privileged young woman who likes to match people up. And if you watch both, they are very, very similar. And to me, with them, there's a lot less to talk about than, say, Pride and Prejudice, Sense and Sensibility, or even Persuasion. But as films, they do seem like your usual romantic comedy. In a way, I kind of see Clueless as Mean Girls in the 90s. Of course, they're dealing with different ideas and themes, but the tone and wit are very similar, and to me, it's like I could watch them back to back, and it could actually make for a good double feature. Or with Emma, I can't really see myself watching Emma that much. Clueless has good comedy, fun characters, while Emma, I really don't find that much interesting in it. I don't think it's a bad movie at all, and I think it's very, very well made. The production design's fantastic, the cinematography's good, and the acting's pretty solid as well. You have a young Ewan McGregor, and Gwyneth Paltrow, who I actually didn't mind, and I usually don't like her. I definitely think Clueless is the better one. I really enjoy Clueless. The comedy and writing really works for me. There's still a lot of social relevance, and because it is a lot closer to the society that I live in, I find myself connecting with it more. And though I don't think it really has that emotional merit, it's really just a fun flick. And Jane Austen probably wasn't always trying to make something important. She was probably just trying to tell stories that interested her and that could entertain. I guess you would call them both romantic comedies, and Jane Austen actually was the mother of romantic comedies with Pride and Prejudice, and so I think as romantic comedies they both work. And unfortunately, because we do have so much content now, they don't seem as special, especially Emma, but I still find myself enjoying Clueless quite a bit, and I thought Emma was good as well. So if you're looking for just a sweet kind of movie, I'd go with Emma. If you're looking for one that's a bit more witty, and yes, a bit nostalgic if you grew up in the 90s, then Clueless is the way to go. I give Emma 3 stars, and I give Clueless 4 stars. I honestly did enjoy Clueless quite a bit rewatching it, and I thought Emma was good. I'll be honest and say that I don't have any grand perceptions when it comes to these films, because I feel like these films were more about entertaining than being anything that perceptive. So these are my thoughts on these films, and this is the last episode of JaneAustenary. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry if this one didn't seem as deep or perceptive as my other reviews were, but I kind of felt that these movies weren't as much as the other ones we've talked about. And so we're going into February, where my theme will be foreign films, so it'll be Foreign February, and so I hope you stick around for that one. I'll be looking at several foreign films from several decades. Anyway, I'm Josh. This has been JaneAustenary. I hope you enjoyed it. Next year, I'm going to try to do the mini-series, and maybe I might make my way to the novels in the coming years.